Welcome to Walt Disney World, specifically Magic Kingdom. Here are some of the greatest shows and rides that I've ever been on. I'm not sure where we're going today, but looks like we're going towards Tomorrowland, okay? So maybe we're heading towards Space Mountain, arguably one of the best rides in the park. Nope, you stopped too close. Space Mountain's actually a little farther ahead. Astro Orbiter? We're going on Astro Orbiter? Okay, today we're talking about Astro Orbiter and some other rides that aren't good. Now, this list is not extensive. Most of the rides at Disney are fantastic, but there are some rides where you see the 10-minute wait time and you go, that's still too long. Astro Orbiter. Besides the fact that there's already two other versions of this ride in the same park, Astro Orbiter is clearly the most unenjoyable, sweaty experience of them all. But what about the other spinning rides like Dumbo and Aladdin's Magic Carpet Max? Why aren't those worse? Well, Dumbo's a classic and Aladdin has a spinning camel. Side note, Aladdin deserves a much better attraction, but I digress. Have you ever waited in line for Astro Orbiter? You might have not even realized that you're in line because the line's just the middle of Tomorrowland. As if they forgot there was a ride up there and they're like, oh crap, we gotta make like a line. What if they just stand by the restaurant and just around the restaurant and just watch people eat their food? So after you've waited awkwardly in the middle of the land, you get to go on a sweaty elevator with too many people. The elevator is my favorite part because I never know if I'm smelling my own sweat, the other people's sweat in the elevator, or the sweat that's built up from the entire day. I like to think of it as a layered cake of sweat, where we have the 9 a.m. sweat, the 3 p.m. sweat, which is the sweatiest, and then the 6 p.m. sweat, which it's Florida, so really the sweat is a lot, all day. And then you get to the top, and the view, not bad. I'll give Astro Orbiter this. The view is pretty cool. It's a cool perspective of Magic Kingdom. But then you have to squeeze in the space pod, which is a size 12-year-old. I'm a slender male, and even I was squeezing in there. My best friend Brandon and I went on Astro Orbiter during our DCP. We didn't realize how small the pods were, so we're like, yeah, we'll go together. We got in, and I'm surprised we could get out. I'm pretty sure our skin fused together, but let's move on. Mission Space. Speaking of Brandon, he used to work there during his DCP, and so naturally I have a soft spot for the ride, but the ride sucks. And I think he can agree with that. The ride's not good. Do you enjoy graphics from 2007? Do you love pre-show videos that are very discolored? Then you'll love Mission Space. The ride got a redo in 2017, but I don't believe it. What did they actually redo? Did they just like reskin the booster seats? Okay, look, I know they created a new mission around Earth for the green mission and like they updated all the graphics, but just go with the joke, okay? I'm trying to like make a funny video and it's like, you're like not playing along right now. It's not funny. I have to admit, the first few times that I went on this ride, I actually liked it. I thought the feeling of weightlessness in space was really cool. But after the last few times I've gone on it, I've found that that's the only good part of the ride, and then you have to like stick it out for the rest. If you're claustrophobic in any sense of the word, you will hate this ride so much because you are so close to the capsule, I think I could lick the monitor. Also, the buttons don't even work. Come on, you're gonna give me buttons, I'm gonna press them, and nothing's gonna happen. I wanna not press those buttons and then our whole team crashes and it's my fault. I want that. Even the air in the ride is weird. It's extremely cold, which is apparently to prevent people from throwing up. Brandon told me that. Thank you, Brandon. But it also smells very sterile and crafted, like I'm in the waiting room of a dermatologist. Mission Space, my mission's done. Let's move on. All of Dinoland. Dinoland. It makes no sense why this fictional carnival land is in Animal Kingdom of all parks that focuses on nature and real plants and animals. What? Put Dinoland in Magic Kingdom. Yeah, I would still hate it, but at least it would make more sense than in a park that focuses on real life. Also, if you go into Pandora and you see floating rocks and bioluminescent plants, and then you go into Dinoland and you see ring toss, that is a stark difference in quality. Also, I get it, Pandora is not real life, but it's closer than a dinosaur named Chester, Hester, Dinorama, Lupa Dupa, or whatever the heck. And what do we have here? Another Dumbo ripoff called Triceratops Spin. No, Triceratop Spin. Triceratop Spin. Why is the T capitalized? Is it like a word play, but like top spin? What is that? What? How is that? It's not even like a dinosaur pun. Like, gosh, this land sucks. This land almost seems like a very cheap tease for the Beastly Kingdom era they're supposed to have. Also, if you go around the corner from the Cardboard Carnival, there's a little pond with one alligator. Just one alligator. As if there was some overflow of alligators in the rest of the park. And they're like, you're the only one that doesn't fit in, so you gotta go here. you gotta go next to the Triceratop spin. All right, let's move on to the next one. I'm gonna get some flack for this, but the Enchanted Tiki Room. I know this one may be controversial, but it's boring. The song is fun, the dozens of animatronics are cool, but the plot is... What's the plot? I couldn't remember what was happening when I was in the show. There's so many click, 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 clicks from all the hydraulic pressure or pumps from the dusty bird animatronics, and I just kept looking at those exit doors going, please open, please open, please open to my freedom. And the ride is 15 minutes long, and I felt every minute of it. I wish I liked it. I know a lot of Disney fans adore this ride, and I know it was one of Walt's creations, so inherently I should love it, but I don't. Maybe thought sometime I could fake it and be like, yeah, Walt made it, so I like it. But look, Walt, I don't like it, I'm sorry. I love the Tiki lifestyle, I love Trader Sam's bar, I love Tiki drinks, but I just think this show has gotta go. Alright, the last one, Star Wars Launch Bay. And I know I don't really need to explain myself. When people hear the words launch and bay put together, they shiver. However, I'll explain myself. And look, I think it's great that you get to meet Chewie and Kylo Ren and BB-8, but now that we have Galaxy's Edge, now more than ever, this space is unnecessary. We have an entire land dedicated to Star Wars. And then there's just going to be a little thing over here that's like, hey, we're also Star Wars. And I have one honorable mention today, and that is Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor for its sometimes good performances. At times when the operators behind the scenes are actually doing some improv, spicing up the jokes, tossing new jokes in, the show's actually pretty enjoyable. But when you've seen the show a few times and the jokes aren't changing, there is no repeatability for this attraction. And that's today's video. There's some rides that just gotta go. Do you agree with me? Do you not? Let me know in the comments down below. Or if there's any other rides that you don't like, let me know. And as always, please subscribe, hit that bell so you know when I pop out a new video. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!